Hey guys, it's me, Harley, and I'm back with another GTA 5 live stream, and we're gonna have a fun conversation. I just had the biggest laugh on Social Club. If you don't know what Social Club is, it is basically a social media that is connected between GTA and Rockstar Games, where you can keep in contact with your GTA friends, Red Dead friends, basically any kind of Rockstar game they may have, and you can see what they're doing on those games on that social club. So, a long time ago, when I first started playing GTA, I had someone comment in my chat.
I know, dude. My boss called up giving me all drama and shit.
You're never going to make it to Rockford Hills at this rate.
And to cap it, there's meant to be all
Harold
kinds of
Boulevard,
traffic
if anyone
action on
wants to
Howard.
try.
What can I say, bro?
Avoid North
Do
Rockford
my
Drive.
best.
Don't mind the chewing, I'm eating a piece of pizza
Yeah.
because my stomach started hurting right before I decided to do this very spontaneous live stream. Yeah. The bounty's from an NPC because I stole a car.
Outsource.
Not an actual player. So I was just like wondering at that time how I could go about getting a bat. You know, just oop, wrong button. Just, you know, regular old baseball bat. So I could complete, you know, the whole Harley Quinn thing. The whole Harley Quinn character look. So, you know, they told me how I could get it. And I think I tried it their way and I couldn't get the bat that way, so me and, you know, my husband, he looked into it and he figured out how I could get the bat and he helped me get the bat. So I had no idea that they completely switched consoles. They're on the new Xbox, and well, I hadn't been on Social Club in a good couple of months, and that's because I forgot my password. But I had it set for the setup verification to where I could get right back into my account. So, you know, of course, I got back into my account, and I had realized that someone had just accepted my recent friend request, which was my friend Mr. Sandman, and that I met through other mutual friends. And when I was looking through my friends list, I'm seeing the name Real Harley, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And then I looked through my friends on GTA and seeing that they had the same crew name as this Real Harley, and I put two and two together. I was like, and then I remembered who they were. I'm like, At first I was thinking, and then I started busting out laughing. Like I literally got hit by Mr. J's laughing gas. And I'm like, and you know, I was like at first I was like, okay, they're clearly butthurt because I didn't take take their advice, or I couldn't get the bat the way they suggested, and I did it my husband's way.
Sweet Jesus.
So then they retaliated by changing the name to Real Harley. Thinking in my head, okay, makes sense. But if you're so butthurt, why don't you just block me? Because would you want to be following still the same person that you are butthurt at, to be constantly reminded? And this is gonna be a bit savage, but I don't care, that their character actually looks like a female versus your butch ass character. But if you noticed, my character does look a little bit different this time, and that's because I went in and I changed my parents and tried to give her more of a, how you say, baby face look, adorable look. So, I will have a video coming on how I did that. It's probably not going to be all that fancy like other people have done, where they do the like little clips in GTA. I don't know how to do that. But if you know how to do that and you want to help a girl out, just leave a comment in the comments below. Other than that, if not, then I'll be doing it with like pictures and screenshots. I mean, I think the screenshot way will be a lot easier for people who... My cat is trying to take my food. Go, Pikachu. No. Go, you were fed and you don't get human food. Go. No, quit back-talking me. Go. You're doing this because I'm live streaming, aren't you? You're being a little shithead because I'm live streaming. So yeah, I think that if I screenshot how I did certain things, like the shape of her nose, the nose tip, what parents I used, which parent has more resemblance in the character and stuff like that, it'll be a lot easier for people because they'll be able to actually pause and physically look at it and not try to have to, what I was doing earlier, is go backwards, go forward, pause, oh, it went too fast, gotta go backwards again, all that fun stuff. So how I did, like, my character, I know there's a lot of other content creators that have made content where they're showing how you can make a cute female character in GTA. Because when you see a lot of the female characters that other players make, they look like men. They look very manly instead of looking very feminine. You know what I mean? So, I wanted to have my character look like an actual female, not a manly female. So, I used what's the Cat? The content creator's first name is Cat. I can't pronounce her last name, but I'll have the video that I used in the description at the end of the stream if you guys want to go look at it. Basically what I did is I went through the process of what she did. Okay. Now, the parents that she picked didn't really work out for my character. I looked like a gremlin. My face was very smushed up and I looked like a gremlin. So what I decided to do is I kept the modifications from watching her video on my character. And I just decided to go back, and because of the fact of the combination of me trying to keep like, I was I was really set on keeping Nico as my father and keeping Camellia as my mother. But that combination was not working. It wasn't working in the slightest. So I end up changing my father, but keeping my mother as Camellia. I am now using Diego. So after I changed my father, I went in and I made a little tweaks, and this is what I got. So the way my character looks like now, that is what I got. So I did, hold on, I'll go into my gallery because I did take a couple of pictures. So, if you didn't know, when you go in and you change your character's appearance, any previous pictures that you may have had in your gallery, they disappear because you're basically starting over. But your level remains the same and all of that. So, this is the mugshot of my character after I finished. Okay. So then, here's another picture where I had the blonde and the pink still. But I decided I wanted to change the makeup and my hair. Because I didn't change my makeup and my hair in the changing my appearance thing. I only did the features and stuff in there. I decided that I was just going to go to a barbershop and just do it like that. I know that probably makes no sense, but I just did it that way. And then here's another picture that I recently took that I posted earlier on Social Club. And you know what's funny is I didn't know how to put my pictures on Social Club until today. I had never used my actual GTA character as my avatar picture on Social Club. I've always used one of the, avatars they have on the app or on the social media site. So I'm going to upload this one too. I might as well just upload them all. Fuck it. There. So now they're all uploaded. So I will use plenty of more pictures in the video that I make showing you guys how I did this to my character. And I will use Kat as a reference in that video as well. Because I did use her video to get to this point of where my character looks like. So I have to modify this car and take it to a customer. So, yeah. They're butthurt because my name is Harley and my character resembles Harley a little bit better than theirs does. You know, they gotta realize I am not the first GTA player to make a Harley Quinn inspired GTA character. I am not the first person. There's been plenty of other people that have done it. I mean, how do you think I got the idea? By watching YouTube videos. When I first started playing GTA, back in 2018, that's when I first started playing, my character wasn't even anywhere related to Harley Quinn. It was related to me in real life because at the time I had bright purple hair, and I made my character with bright purple hair. I used the braids with the bandana. But then, I decided that I wanted to go the Harley Quinn route, and that is when the Harley Quinn persona was born. My cat is really being a pain in the ass right now. Silver. Because no offense, when I looked at her picture of her character, and then read the name that she has as her name on Social Club, it made me laugh so hard because she's trying extremely too hard. Extremely too hard. I mean, her character's face is very round and chubby and manly looking. Harley doesn't have a rounded, chubby face. I mean, in this game, you're not going to get the same kind of sculpture on the jaw like you would in, like, example Saints Row. It's a lot easier to make a Saints Row character as Harley Quinn than it is to make a Harley Quinn character in GTA. But you can get really close, but not close enough in GTA, if you know what I mean. Like, with the hair and being able to change your hair color, that does help. That, you know, them having a lot of clothes that you know for a fact Harley Quinn would wear helps. And if someone can't tell by your hair and the clothes you're wearing that you're trying to roleplay as Harley in GTA, then there's something wrong with them. You know, and I'm gonna say this. Between my character and her character, if she really wants to go there, there's no competition. She's already done lost. Or maybe she's jealous because I have a Mr. J and she doesn't. Who knows? My husband also modified his GTA character as well. You know, my husband isn't for the whole editing and making videos thing. So if you guys would like me to make a video for him on his behalf on my channel showing how he made his GTA character into the Jared Leto Joker, then let me know. I can make something happen. And let me just say this so nobody takes out what I'm saying out of context or think that I'm angry, because I'm not angry. Anybody can roleplay as Harley Quinn. Anybody can cosplay as Harley Quinn. Anybody could use the name Harley Quinn. I don't care. What I do care about is the fact that you're trying way too hard and you come at me with a character looking like a man. That's what makes it all very funny. Now, if someone would come at me and they have a very good-looking character like mine, or like any of the YouTube videos that I watched today of characters making, you know, content creators making GTA characters, females characters specifically, then I would give them props and say, hey, I ain't trying to fight. It's cool. But, you know, to each their own. I mean, everybody's attracted to different kinds of things. So if she thinks what she did to her character makes her character look attractive, then good for you. I'm happy for you. I mean, some of these players even try to use GTA as a dating service. Try to get them a girlfriend or a boyfriend on here. It's just as bad like that on Fortnite too. I'm like, go outside, talk to people. Find you a girlfriend or a boyfriend in your area. It's not that hard. And I understand that some people have a hard time talking to other people. I used to be that way when I was a teenager. I would, believe it or not, when I was younger, I stuttered a lot. Didn't I put the... Oh, ice storm. I put the wrong tires on the car. Oh, that makes a whole lot of sense. Those rims are yellow. That is ugly. Especially with the car being silver. Ew. Well, I cannot eat this cheesy bread. It is... I might have heated it up too long because it's hard as a rock. That's just wonderful. Gotta love it. Hopefully the pizza isn't hard as a rock. Go, Pikachu! Trying to be slick. I really do love my cat, don't get me wrong, but... Okay, I can eat the pizza. Not hard as a rock. My cat is a pain in the ass. Especially if you got food, because he will sit there and wait until you're completely done. There's been times where I'll finish my food and I'll set my plate up on my TV stand just for a second to do something. And, you know, then I'll go back and I'll go to take it in the kitchen. And he'll be up there sniffing the plate, licking the plate. I'm like, there's nothing up there. It's gone. And anybody that knows enough about Harley Quinn and Joker, especially Harley Quinn, if Harley Quinn was a real person and she was like she was in the comic books in real life, she would never name her crew. Ha ha ha. That is something Joker would do. Actually, I mean, she wouldn't name her crew that. You know, to me, Fury, which is what my crew name is called. Well, it's Quinn Fury. Is it Quinn Fury or just Fury? I think it's just Fury. That makes a little bit more sense to me. Because when you mess with Harley Quinn, you're going to get the Fury from her. You're either going to get beat with a bat or beat with a mallet. Whichever comes first. Or get shot with her pistols. Because we know that Harley Quinn is the queen of pistols.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, man, what's up?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that they might have thought if I would have seen that they changed the name to Real Harley, that I would have gotten mad or pissed off, and I would have, you know, retaliated and started shit with them. I mean, the only thing I really did is I made a post on Social Club saying that if it really offended them, they were really that butthurt that their advice they gave me didn't work in GTA as far as getting the baseball bat on how to get it. That's a them problem, not a me problem. Because you gave me advice. Either you knew the advice you gave was shit and wasn't gonna work, or you gave the advice without knowing that it wasn't going to work, and you were just trying to be nice and trying to help somebody out. But either way, this all stems from her being butthurt, pretty much. So, all I did was give my opinion on her character and told her to block me if she was butthurt. I mean, it's not like she can find me anyway. She plays on Xbox now. And on the new gen consoles, GTA is not cross-platform. Meaning, since she's on an Xbox, she cannot play GTA with me because I'm on a PS4. And I honestly see no point in upgrading to a PS5 at this time. Not to mention with the fact that the PlayStation 5s are, well, it's really hard to get a hold of them. It's really hard to find one that's in stock at a store. I mean, me and my husband we're having problems finding a new PlayStation 4 controller because my old one was a piece of garbo because it made me drift to the left.
Hey, thanks for calling back.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them round.
I've
I
got
had a
my
car
best
out
friend.
already.
He's ready to
Oh
make
well,
the jump.
I want a different one out.
I'm telling you,
But which one?
boy will not be far. What if the cap-
I've got so many cars, it's really hard to figure out which ones I want to, which one I want to drive. I think I'm gonna bring out my Conquest D10.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Aight, I'll get back to work.
Give me just a second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get rid of this plate. I literally didn't even finish all of that pizza. I took 2 bites out of it and was full. But that's because I also ate half of a cheesy bread.
Hey, nice car. Can I have a ride?
No, you cannot have a ride. Honestly, there's been a lot of rumors going around that Rockstar is gonna stop giving the PS4 GTA version updates. I don't know when. I don't know when this is supposedly supposed to happen. But I honestly don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, because just last Tuesday, PS4 and a lot of the other consoles, and I think PC got a patch update. I think it was 1.41 or something like that. So I mean, if they're still doing patch updates on it, I highly doubt that it's gonna be stopping the updates anytime soon, because or honestly, they may not stop at all. And this is why I say why. I would say a lot of GTA players are still on PS4 and the Xbox. Not everybody has the money to transfer to a PS5 or the new Xbox. Not only that, but like I've been saying, it's hard to find a store that has those systems, those consoles in stock still. I think the mass majority of Rockstar's profit is coming from PS4 players, in my honest opinion. But we also got to think about what they did to the PS3 players and the old gen Xbox players. They completely discontinued GTA Online altogether. And a lot of people had to upgrade then from PS3 to a PS4. And even then, we knew that the PS5 was coming. So, I mean, if they do discontinue the updates for PS4, to me, it's just gonna look like a money grab, because they're gonna know that some people are gonna be willing to go to a PS5 in order to continue to play GTA. In my honest opinion, from my perspective, like, if they stopped updating GTA Online altogether for PS4 and the Xbox, but they still allowed GTA Online to be on PS4 and Xbox, I would honestly probably continue to play GTA without any more updates before I upgrade to a PS5. And the reason why I say that is, with COVID still going on, I have more important things to do with my money. Like making sure my children have food, making sure my children have their medicine that they need. That right there takes priority over any expensive purchase. I mean, most of the time, like, example, me and my husband really want to be able to get Saints Row, the reboot, when it comes out in August. Best believe we're going to make sure all our bills are paid first before we even buy that game. And we're going to make sure the kids are taken care of before we buy that game. That is always our rule. Before we go buying us something, the kids and the bills are what's important. And that's part of adulting. But also, not all adults have kids. But of course, I am one of those adults that does have kids. Like, believe me, I've said on this channel sometimes when I've played GTA or when I've played Fortnite, if I see someone else in Fortnite, for example, running Harley, and I come across them and I have to, you know, have a gunfight with them. And if I successfully kill them, I always say there can only be one. But it's a joke. I'm not being serious at all. It's a joke. It's a very like, how can I say this? I'm trying to think of the words and they won't come out. Like, it's on the tip of my tongue, but it won't come out. But you get the gist. It's a joke. I'm not being serious. And like in GTA, if I see someone that is like trying to be Joker or trying to be Harley, I always make the joke, there can only be one in here too, and it's just a joke. I mean, a lot of people like Harley Quinn, and a lot of people like Joker. I'm gonna be honest, I really haven't seen too many people being Jared Leto Joker in GTA. It's mainly been, you know, Heath Ledger Joker, because they do have the Heath Ledger Joker makeup at the barbershop. If you go to the barbershop and see them and you put face paint on, there is a Joker face paint. And normally that's the Joker my husband does, is Heath Ledger. Because, you know, Heath Ledger is mine and his favorite Joker. But he decided to go for Jared Leto this time. And yeah, I like the Jared Leto Joker, but he's not my #1 favorite Joker. He comes in second. Heath Ledger is king. May he rest in peace. And I would have to say my third favorite Joker is Jacqueline Phoenix. Hopefully I pronounced his name right. If I didn't, I'm sorry. The reason why is because if you didn't know, Joker has a lot of different backstories, a lot of different storylines. There's so many different stories for Joker, where in some of these stories Harley doesn't even exist. He doesn't even know who Harley is, and vice versa. Harley don't know who he is. But the majority of the storylines that I enjoy are the ones that include Harley. I'm going to be completely honest. Not saying the other storylines for Joker aren't good. They are. It's just I have to have Harley included. Can I access my computer, please? Thank you. I mean, because Joker has been... He has had a lot of different titles.
Okay, so this club needs some help, but maybe...
But he's always been known as the Clown Prince of Crime. What do I gotta do? Oh! Am I getting a celebrity or am I getting VIPs? VIPs. Yeah, VIPs. Normally it's only one celebrity, it's not two. Or sometimes it's a celebrity and their assistant. But no, yesterday, me and my husband were playing GTA, and, you know, of course we did do the MTU setting thing, but we still managed to spawn in a lobby with 3 other people. We were like, okay, it's only 3 other people. Let's stay in here, let's see how it goes. So, the first player we ran into, he was in the casino. where we were. We walked out first after I spun the wheel and got my visitor bonus, because my husband had already done that. And we walked outside, and I wanted to be, I guess, cautious. My husband calls it overprotective. But I end up calling my night shark and returning my car that I had out back to my garage. Well, I don't know what it was, but the moment we stepped foot in my night shark, the player that we had seen in the casino left the lobby. Like, okay, now there's only 2 players. So we went to my nightclub, and I started a mission, which was this one, same as I'm doing now, going to pick up VIPs, except I had the big old limo Jeep thing. I don't know what to call it, but I hate that thing. I hate driving the thing. The thing is so hard to turn. The moment we stepped in that car, another player got on their oppressor. I'm like, and my husband's like, well, shit. So my husband's like, he went to get out. He was going to call his oppressor. I was like, babe, you can't call your oppressor. Remember, it's going to spawn over on the other side. He's like, shit. He's like, oh, I know what I can do. So he ends up calling a Sparrow, which Sparrow is the helicopter you get if you have the submarine. And it has, you know, missiles on it, homing missiles, just like the oppressor does. So basically, I was driving the Jeep, and he was in his helicopter, flying over top of me, to protect me from being blown up. Because most griefers in this game don't give a shit. They will blow you up a million times. Their whole reasoning for blowing you up is getting you to leave the lobby. Period. That is their goal. So we drove a little bit, and then all of a sudden the player got off their oppressor and left. And you know how some players think your KD is everything in this game. Well, we think that maybe when the player, before they left, they opened their map. So we assume that they might have looked at our KDs, and mine and his was both substantially a lot bigger than their KD. And because some players in this game think KD mean everything, they got scared of the KD and left. So, and the reason why I say really KD don't mean anything is because I've killed players with a higher KD than I have. And this is some where I caught them off guard. I shot them before they tried to shoot me. Or sometimes, in certain situations, they killed me first, but then I came back with a vengeance and killed them. And most of the time when I come back, if you kill me, I'm not coming at you with a gun. I'm coming at you with a rocket launcher. And I'm going first person. That's another thing. A lot of players, they do kill other players in first person. They don't kill players in third person. So that's what I mean by KD don't mean shit. So it was the final player that was left. And he had no KD at all. So I survived my bounty. He just stayed away the entire time. Eventually he left too, and then it was just me and my husband in the lobby the rest of the day by ourselves. So we were like, we didn't even do anything, and they left. But we know for sure the one that got on the oppressor was thinking about coming after us and then changed their mind at the last minute. We aren't sure of the first player's intentions, if they were going to come out there and shoot us. But I don't think they were going to, seeing they gave me enough time to send my current car back to my garage and call a new one. I think that if they had any intention of killing us, they would have killed us way before I even got my night shark out there. And believe me, I know the feeling, because there's been situations where I just walk out of the casino and there'd be a player standing outside just waiting for me to come out. I mean, I've been grieved on this game a lot, too many times to admit. But that was when I had first started playing, that I was being grieved a lot. You know, and I've ran into the occasional modder here and there, but I have never ran into a player that had God mode. That's the one thing that I've never ran into a modder doing. I've ran into modders in here using aimbot and, you know, stuff like that, but nothing like, oh, I got God mode on, you can't kill me, I can't die. No, that's never happened to me. And it never will, because after I discovered the little MTU settings secret, I haven't dealt with the, when's the last, well, other than yesterday, that's been the first time in a while that I've actually been in a lobby with other players that I did not know. But yeah, most of the time, I'm in a public lobby by myself. If I'm not in a public lobby by myself, then I'm in a lobby with just my husband. Because I'll tell you right now, there's been times where I've set my MTU setting and I've spawned into a lobby with other players. I mean, not that many, like maybe two at most, that's in the lobby with me. And, you know how it goes. It goes okay for the first few seconds. Oh yeah, I gotta go over there to the front of my nightclub. You know, it goes okay for a little while, and then it turns to shit after a while. Because even if you got your MTU settings set and you spawn into a lobby with, let's say, 2 other players, gradually more players are gonna join that lobby.
All right,
and
well, let's see if they make the difference. They're not.
Let's say when you first load into that lobby with those 2 other players, it's a chill lobby. Nobody's killing nobody. Nobody's fucking with nobody. It only takes one new player to join that lobby and to fuck all that up. Period. So, that's one of the reasons why I'm a little weary of staying in a lobby when it's just me with other players, because yeah, the player that may be in there with me now may be chill and may not want to start any shit and may just leave me alone, let me do my own thing, and I let him do his own thing or her own thing. But what's to say the next player is not going to see eye to eye with me and that other player? Because I can tell you right now, when I was playing in public lobbies with other players, 90%, I can probably almost guarantee you that 90% of the players that were being killed by NPCs, like the cops and maybe the NPCs on missions, are the ones that are grievers and modders. Because most players that play this game are more concentrated on killing other players and racking up their KD than they are the actual story part of the game. And that makes no sense to me. Because I recently started playing Grand Theft Auto Liberty City. I believe Liberty City Defined Edition. Because it's a game on the PlayStation Now app that's downloadable to play. And I'm not very far in the game yet, but pretty cool, pretty cool. I mean, the graphics are a lot better from what they used to be. I mean, I haven't played the original version of it, but I watched some YouTube videos of what it used to look like, and yeah, the graphics have definitely got a tune-up. Vice City. Oh, Vice City. Thanks, babe. Thought it was Liberty City. It's Vice City. Babe, you still have your social club, don't you? Okay, popularity is all the way up again for like the 3rd time today. I swear I need to go to my MC too. When you get the chance, could you look on my social club account and look at my post? I posted some new stuff on there. Oh, babe, and I didn't know if you knew how to do this, but you know how whenever we take pictures in our gallery on here, how I was asking you the other day, how do I get my actual avatar on my social club as my profile picture? Well, guess what? You push down on the right analog, and it uploads to your freaking social club. And now when I go on my phone and I go to change my picture, they pop up in my album on there. No more using the freaking avatars on there. Cause I think that we need to get some pictures of our characters together in game and post them on our social club so we can make it our avatar picture. Just saying. Now, we all know how I feel about selling all my goods at once, because normally when I do that, I get that damn helicopter one, that cargo Bob bullshit. So, I am not doing it that way. I'm going, if I have to, I will sell everything one by one. Okay, but then...
Great, I'm gonna help you sell some of this stuff
What I gotta do?
know nothing about to someone I've never heard of in a transaction I will swear until my death never took place. Address should be with you now. Thankfully, it's just one drop.
Okay, it's only one drop. Is there gonna be sus? Is there gonna be undercover cops there? You didn't really give me too much detail there, Tony. The two cell missions that I hate from the nightclub the most is the one that always has one drop off and you get there and there's undercover cops. The second one that I hate the most is the Cargo Bob one. For reasons of my husband knows and you all know, I hate flying that Cargo Bob.
Bad news.
Okay, I got baddies coming after me. Okay. Well, I know what I got. You know what I got for them? I got landmines. Come at me. Harley Quinn is gonna blow you up with some landmines. Come on. Van, don't do this to me. Turn around. Really, Van? We really can't turn around? Oh, you're on motorcycles. No, I will not die. Sorry. You're gonna die, though. They're bound to run over one of these. Okay. Landmines weren't working on them. Well, I blew up a truck and then they smacked into the truck. Oh, that one's still alive. They're still alive. Now they're not. I blew up their motorcycle and the blast killed them. Okay, that worked, I guess. Oh, but I didn't get to say what I wanted to say. There should be more coming. Should. That's the operative word. Oh, what's wrong? Am I too much for you? There's the other one. They went. Boom. Thank you for driving over it. Where Lost and Seas are dumbasses. So I ain't got time to play with them because I got 6 minutes now to get to where I need to go. I started out with like 10 minutes, I believe. I mean, this van is fast. It's just awkward to drive. But not as awkward as that Mule Custom, huh, babe? That they forced you to buy because you had too much product and it wouldn't let you deliver it all at once in your van. Yeah. We went to his nightclub with the intention of going in there and selling all his stuff at once because, you know, I believe his popularity was already full and well, he went to go hit sell all and it told him that he had to purchase a different vehicle in order to sell all of it. So he weighed the numbers and he said, well, it's not that expensive, it better be worth it. And well, yeah, it helped us get the cargo to the drop-off, but that damn thing was awkward for him to drive. The Mule Custom is basically just like the beer trucks, the beer supply trucks that you have to go get for like your nightclub. Very awkward to drive and very slow. Like, those things can go pretty fast when they're going downhill, but you gotta go up a hill, or then you're screwed. You're gonna be going at a snail's pace. Honestly, I don't know how long this stream's gonna be, because I am starting to get tired, and I do want to try to get some sleep, because I have to go grocery shopping tomorrow, and I need to be well rested for that fun trip. know, also got to be up for the kids because they have school tomorrow. It's almost time for summer vacation for them, so not too much longer and they'll be able to have a break from school. Believe me, homeschooling your kids is not as easy as it may sound. Because, you know,
All
I
right,
complete an
well, the buyer's
objective.
got the product, and you...
Because most kids that go to, like, regular public school that actually have to get up in the morning, get on a bus, and go to school, parents, they get a break from their children for a few hours of the day. And me and my husband rarely get breaks. From, you know, when, you know, me and him will give each other breaks, like, if I need a small break, he'll take the kids downstairs to visit grandma and them for a little bit while I unwind and get some time to myself. And I do the same thing, vice versa, if he needs a break. But, you know, homeschooling your kids, you're home with them 24/7. And, you know, the homeschooling method in our situation is best for our kids. They learn better at home than they do in a regular school. Like, for our boys' example, they've gone to, you know, regular school. We tried regular school with them, and they didn't like it. Not to mention, you know, my oldest, because of, you know, certain disabilities, he was being targeted and being bullied. So we just decided to enroll them in homeschooling because kids can be really cruel. Other kids can be really cruel to other kids, and we never want our kids to go through what we went through going to school. Like, I don't know how many times when I was in school, you know, I would say middle school through high school, where the bullying was so bad that I attempted to hurt myself and would have to be put in a hospital because of how bad it was. And my psychiatrist would always say, well, what caused you to want to try to do that? And I would always say, I'm being bullied severely at school for the way I dress, for the way I look, for just being different and being myself and being unique. You know, when you know what most people say, people are scared of what's different. You know, if you're not going to conform to what society deems normal, and you want to be yourself and be unique, they're going to be scared and they're going to say some pretty nasty things to you. You know, you would think now it being 2022, we would be past that and we would have grown and changed as a society, as a country, but no, to this day, people still get bullied for being themselves, being unique. My sister Marie is a good example. And I'm sorry, Marie, I'm using you as an example, but she is into the emo scene, and it's 2022. You know, emo is so old. I mean, but I see where she likes the emo aesthetic because I used to be emo before I became, I would say, more goth than emo. I was very emo. When I first met my husband, I was emo. So he knows what I'm talking about. And, you know, to this day, I still listen to some of the same bands I used to listen to when I considered myself emo, because I still enjoy their music. It's very nostalgic to listen to music that I used to listen to back in like 2008, 2010. Like a good example is him. I was listening to him earlier when I was playing GTA before I decided to live stream spontaneously because of the good laugh I had on freaking Social Club. But yeah. So, you know, she being emo in 2022, she's still being ridiculed for it. She's still being called trash and, you know, all the other things people call emo people. She's embraced the trash part. I mean, her freaking TikTok name is Emo Trash Marie. I'm like, oh hell no. Like for the biggest part of it, she can pretty much just laugh at what they're calling her and just embrace it and throw it back in their face and you use it as a meme. So it's like, you know, when you laugh back at them and then you use what they called you against them, kind of loses the weight that they were trying to insult you with. Like, a lot of the people that she's throwing it back in their faces pretty much threw their hands up and gave up and just left her alone. I mean, my sister may be only 19, but she is very, very brave. She's not scared to stand up for herself. I mean, it was on MeWe. It was a while ago, and I just thought of it out of nowhere because, you know, I'm talking about my sister. Someone actually ridiculed her for liking My Little Pony. I'm like, at the time she was 17. I'm like, she's a kid. She's literally a kid. You're gonna ridicule a kid. She may be a teenager, but she's a kid for liking My Little Pony. I'm like, okay, then I was like, ridicule me. Come at me. I like My Little Pony. What you gonna do about it? And I'm being honest. Yes, I do actually like My Little Pony. My favorite. My favorite. Well, hold on. My 3 favorite ponies. And 2 of them are not actually considered ponies. They're considered Pegasuses. Or Pegasisters. I can't pronounce it. I can spell it, but I can't pronounce it. Like if I was on MeWe right now, I could type it out. Which is Princess Luna, Princess Celeste, and then Rainbow Dash. Those are my 3 favorite characters from My Little Pony. My sister's favorite is Pinkie Pie, of course. And she also likes Rainbow Dash, I believe. I mean, that's like ridiculing her for liking Disney. Like, Disney movies and Disney princesses and stuff because she's a kid. I mean, even though she's 19 and she's considered an adult, I still consider my sister a kid because she's my sister. I would consider any person that says I'm 19 years old, you're a kid. And why is that? Because I'm older than dirt. I'm almost 34 years old. And I have kids myself. So anybody that is under the age of 20 in my eyes are babies.
This can't be happening.
But that's just my motherly instincts. I just, you know, I just wish we could live in a world where people aren't being ridiculed for what they like and for the way they dress and the way they look. It's just ridiculous. You would think our society and our country would have grown and improved over the years, but we haven't, which is really sad and pathetic. Because I've said this a lot on my channel and on my old channel. I don't care what your ethnicity is. I don't care what your race is. I could care less. As long as you're a kind and considerate person and you're nice to me and you're not disrespectful, I will treat you in that same way. You get what you put out in the world. If you live in a world of positivity and you're very positive to other people, then you're going to get back positive. But if you're a negative ass person and you're living in negativity, that's all you're going to get back in life is negative. And you know, I didn't learn this shit overnight. As I got older, as I grew, as I changed, my opinion and my thoughts and everything changed as well. As I grew, my opinions grew, pretty much. The one thing, though, that I can say that has always stayed consistent with my opinion is the fact that I don't care what nobody says about me. You can say whatever you want. You can talk all the shit you want about me. But the moment you bring my family into it, that's when you're donezo. That's when I'm going to speak up. That's when I'm going to say something. Because if your beef is with one person, then you should leave all other parties out of it. That includes their friends, their family. Just keep the beef or the drama between you and that person. There's no reason to drag outside sources or third parties into it. But you know, everybody don't think that way.
All right, sale time. This buyer's being a little sketchy. Doesn't want to give us too much information. Head out to that general area and more details will be...
So I gotta drive to the general location and I gotta freaking hunt them down. Basically driving a perfect little circle. Did you get my message? No, my phone is on the charger. It's behind me on the bookshelf. Because remember, the cord don't stretch all the way over here by the TV. So... And my phone was literally on 2%, so... Ah! I hate when I do that. Move that marker. I don't need that marker. I just need the yellow marker. I always check if I'm still in here by myself. It's a force of habit. Like, seriously, if you play GTA and you've gone into lobbies with other players, you know you're constantly checking the lobby count, how many players are in the lobby, if the lobby's shrinking or if the lobby's growing by the minute. And you know, you're constantly double tapping so you can see how big the map is, to see if there's anybody near you on an oppressor or in a tank or something that can make you go boom boom. I mean, 90% of the time, doing my MTU settings like this helps me be in a lobby by myself 90% of the time. So only 10% of the time do I end up spawning into a lobby with other players. Now, the way that me and my husband do the MTU settings when we want to play together is we both change our MTU settings. I spawn into a lobby, or he spawns into a lobby, and one of us invite the other. Do we change our MTU settings back? No. We keep them the way they are. Because seeing we live in the same household and we're literally right next to each other, except, you know, the bedroom is not that far from me. There's like two little doors, I don't know what you would call them, that separates the living room from the bedroom. So basically we're like one room apart from each other. Seeing that we're that close, the MTU setting thing works that way, where me and him could be in a freaking lobby by ourselves the entire time, except for yesterday. Yesterday was the first time in a long time that we actually spawned into a lobby with more than one player. And I'll tell you right now, I do love GTA. I do love playing it. But
You there?
shut up, Tony. I cannot play GTA like I used to. I cannot play it hours on end, you know, all day, every day. I can play it every day, but I only play it for maybe 3-4 hours max a day. And then oh, he's right over here. Well, that was fast. And then I get out of GTA and I go play something else. Sometimes I can play GTA maybe twice a day, but there's got to be a massive space between that, because how can I say this? It's gotten to the point where I've done so many missions over, like the same missions over and over and over again, to the point where I go do a mission, I don't even die. I don't die not even once, because of how routine. I'm trying to get into my interactive menu, thank you. But anyways, like I said, like the missions become so routine that I know what's going to happen in that mission, that I don't die at all. And there are some missions that I'll do and I won't even put body armor on, because I already know that I'm not gonna freaking die. Like example, I've been doing these sail missions this entire time with no body armor. I mean, not all sail missions from your nightclub has bad guys. Like, you know, baddies coming after you. But some do. And some are easier than others. Like the one I just did, that one's easy. Easy, but annoying. Because sometimes you don't find him right away.
Great, okay, look.
Tony, I don't care. And that's a lot of the times why I don't even listen to what Tony has to say on the phone. I just hang it up because I already know what he's going to say, because I've heard him say it a million times. That's the reason why I was so happy when they added, you know, the auto shop, and then they added the thing with the contract with Franklin and Lamar. More so Franklin and Lamar. They got the short trips thing, that's with Lamar and Franklin. It's a co-op in GTA Online where one person plays as Lamar and the other plays as Franklin. And you kind of like, hallucinate. You pass out and start hallucinating, like you're Franklin and Lamar, but you know your character. Um, yeah, I didn't like doing that one because okay, so when we did the contracts,
Hit me on my way,
heist missions, whatever you want to call it, for Dr. Dre on my husband's character account, I was Lamar. Okay, I don't like Lamar. Lamar is annoying, in my honest opinion. I'm more like Franklin. So when we did it on my end, I was Franklin, my husband was Lamar. So I got to be Franklin. I was happy. I didn't have to be Lamar's annoying ass. I mean, but I'll be honest, Franklin can sometimes be stupid station wagon can be a tad annoying sometimes, but it's not as bad as Lamar. You know another character that's really annoying in this game? Laszlo. Laszlo is extremely annoying. So is Ron. I literally bought my hanger just to shut Ron up and get him to stop calling me. So now that I got my hanger, he does not call me as much. Thank God. But also, I rarely use my hanger. Like, in order to do the hanger missions, a lot of the missions that I've done so far, and the only reason why I've done them is because I've done them with my husband, requires planes. And on this channel, we know how Harley feels about planes. She hates them. I can't fly them. I can fly a helicopter and an oppressor all day. But you get me in a plane or a jet, and I'm going and taking a nosedive straight into the ground. Like, I'll go up for a little bit, but I'll come back right back, tumbling right back down in like 2 seconds. But the thing that I'm trying to understand, which makes no sense. Okay. In Saints Row 2, the flying controls are the same as they are in GTA 5. I can fly planes and jets in Saints Row 2. As buggy as that game is, and it is a game through PlayStation Now, and you can only stream it. You can't download it, which sucks. Also, there's really no co-op on that one. They discontinued that a long time ago, so there will be no co-op live stream series of Saints Row 2. If there won't even be a solo one, because you can't even live stream it, because again, it's only streamable through the PlayStation Now app. As much as I do want to live stream Saints Row 2, I can't. So it will basically be Saints Row 3 remastered, Saints Row 4, I believe that one's remastered as well, and then it'll be Saints Row Reboot when that comes out in August. So I have decided to do the other 2 Saints Row games, but I'm trying to figure out, because the Saints Row reboot is supposed to be a reboot of the first Saints Row game, which I've never played, have never touched. I think the first Saints Row game is where the whole carbon copy of GTA thing came from. Because, you know, they were trying to say that Saints Row was trying to copy GTA. But as you can see, that's not the case, because in Saints Row 3 and Saints Row 4 it went into a completely different direction than GTA. Saints Row is more on the wacky side of things, whereas GTA is a little bit more serious. Which I think this reboot is going to be kind of a combination of really serious and also have jokes and humor and stuff in it, like Saints Row 3. Not Saints Row 4. the reboot is basically going to be a tie between. It's going to be a mixture between Saints Row 2 and Saints Row 3, from what I've read on the Volition's Twitter account and what I've gotten from watching the sneak peeks of the trailers and stuff for the game. So, I mean, I don't know if GTA is going to be a series that's going to continue on my channel as of now. Because, like I said, I don't know if Rockstar is going to continue to update GTA 5 on PlayStation 4. I don't know if they're going to throw us in the trash can like they did PS3 players and Xbox players. If they do, that's gonna fucking suck. Now, if it's just a whole thing where they're gonna stop updating GTA 5 online from where it is now, then it'll still be playable. That just means there won't be no new content added. Meaning, you would probably get bored of seeing me do the same things over and over and over again, which is kind of what I do already now. But, you know, whenever there's always some kind of content update, I try to share with you guys what the update is, and I do, like, the missions that it includes and stuff, which me and my husband still have to finish the Dr. Dre contracts on the channel and our live streams.
Okay, my friend, you want a popular club? You gotta know how to charm. A compliment here, a free...
And I'm going to be completely honest, I don't remember which mission for the Dr. Dre contracts that me and him left off on. So I'm probably literally gonna have to go look through my live streams for GTA and find it and watch it and figure out what mission we left off on. The reason why I say that is because for that little bit of time where there was no GTA live streams, me and my husband finished it because we needed money. We were broke. And the Dr. Dre contracts, as of now, in my opinion, are the fastest way to get a quick 3 million in the game. Because I think it is, you get 1 million after you finish all the data leaks. And then you get 1 million after... No, you get almost 2 million after you complete the finales. Or is it? No, 1 million after you complete the finales. Which that is the one where you go after the Vagos. Because you do the data leaks, which is finding out where the leaks are coming from, which that gives you a little bit of money for completing, and then you go after the person that has that data leak from his phone. Well, the music that's from his phone. You complete that, then you get a little bit more money. And then it's the going after the Vagos, getting the... No. Then it's going after and find... Then you're called to go to the studio because of the person that leaked the entire thing, which I can't remember his freaking name. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you get almost $3 million just for completing all of that. And me and my husband think it's well worth it. And plus, the missions are entertaining. Like, the cutscenes are very entertaining. I can talk. And I would have to say, they did a very good job of recreating Dr. Dre and Anderson .Paak in this game. If you guys didn't know, Anderson .Paak is in the game as well. In one of the cutscenes, he stops at the studio after you kill this other guy's henchman, which I think is another rival rapper. I can't remember his name for the life of me, so I apologize. I'm not that savvy in rap music. I don't listen to a whole lot of it. That's the only genre of music that I really don't listen to a whole lot of artists in. Like, I listen to Eminem, of course. Eminem was like one of the first rappers I ever started listening to was Eminem. It was Eminem, Ludacris, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. Basically, I started branching out, listening to people that were in close proximity or friends with Eminem. If that makes any sense. Because, you know, Dr. Dre and Eminem are friends. They did a lot of songs together. Guilty Conscience being one of the songs, which is my favorite Eminem Dr. Dre song. And I think I don't know if it was Dr. Dre or not, but I think there's a Travis Scott song on here that he did with a couple of other rappers, and I can't remember the name. I don't think Dr. Dre was in the song. I think I'm messing up horribly right now. Like, I like the song, but I don't like the song for Travis Scott in it. I like the song for the other people that are singing it. And I think that if What Didn't Happen at Astro World, I probably would have liked the song a lot more, but because I know what happened to all those people and how Travis could have the ability to stop it if he prepared better for his concert, then I probably would be looking at that song in a whole new light. But again, shit happens, unfortunately, and sometimes it's not good things. Yeah, but I'm gonna stop talking about rap music before I butcher anything else because, like I said, I don't listen to a whole lot of rap, so I really can't speak on a whole lot of it. Like in my house, as a kid growing up, I gotta be very careful with the cargo. Can't damage the truck. Okay, Puddin'. But, growing up as a kid, the kind of music I grew up listening to was country music, Christian music, and rock music. My grandpa listened to a lot of rock, oldies music. My grandma was the one that listened to the country, and one of my aunts listened to Christian music heavily. She still does to this day, and like I don't know if I said this before, but I grew up in a Christian household. So, like, I wasn't pressured or anything to have to go to church. My grandma always gave me the option. You can go to church if you want to. You don't have to. You can stay home if you want to. But I always chose to go because when I would go to church and I would go to Sunday school, there was other kids there that I could play with instead of just sitting at home by myself playing video games or something. I wanted interaction with other kids, and I think that's the only reason why I actually went to church. But as I grew up, I kind of grew out of going to church. I didn't want to go anymore. because, you know, there was no more Sunday school for me because I was a teenager. Teenagers at the church that I went to when I was growing up had to be upstairs with the adults. No longer allowed to go to Sunday school, and, well, didn't want to go no more. And, you know, I'm not saying anything bad about the Christian faith. I respect everybody's religion. I respect what you want to worship, what you believe in, as where I would hope someone would do the same for me, but in this case, some people, not all, some people want someone to do it their way and only their way, and they can't accept that someone chooses something different. That is one of the reasons why I was being bullied so much in school, is because I identified as a Wiccan instead of identifying as what they wanted me to identify as, which was a Christian. And there was a couple of people that were Catholic as well that were upset with my choice. And I don't know why they would be so upset with my choice. I mean, it's not affecting them in any way. But, you know, they want to give the old speech, oh, you're going to go to hell. You're going to burn in hell for choosing that instead of this. You know, the whole intimidating thing. And even more than that, you know, people try to pressure you into choosing something different than what you believe in. Don't worry, I'll make it. I'm not that far from a nightclub now. I know I'm cutting it very close, but I know that I'll make it. Hello. How are you? But yeah. I'm probably going to be ending the stream soon because I'm starting to get really, really tired. Oh. My honest opinion is I understand having those same kind of thoughts. I have had those too. And what I would do, which I can't say would be the same thing you would do because everybody's different, I would definitely try to get in contact with a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Or if you really feel it necessary, sign yourself into a hospital until you come back to the right state of mind, to where those thoughts aren't there anymore.
Okay, corks are gonna pop, and champagne will be quaffed.
I mean, I know medicine isn't for everybody. You're welcome. I mean, medicine isn't for everybody. I know that having a psychiatrist or a psychologist or whatever you want to call it a therapist, someone to talk to about your problems isn't for everyone either. And everybody's different. I hope so, that happens one day. But all I can do is take one day at a time. And get my money out of my safe. Okay, let's go over here and see what else I have left to sell. If it's not too much, I'll try to do it all in one. If it is still too much, then you know the dealio. I'm trying to avoid that cargo bob mission as much as possible. Ah. Okay, yeah, I'm about to.
Good news, the buyer has thrown in a cash bonus. Bad news, you gotta get the shipment to them.
Okay, so I gotta drive like a grandma, I can't wreck. If I want to get the cash bonus. Got it. There's 3 drops. I can't recall if there's bad guys or not in this one. Oh, damn. That was one of my landmines that I threw there that was still there. What the hell? This game hates me. Well, do I have any more? Because I went across this bridge earlier. I'm like, I was like scared to go across that bridge. The fuck? I can't believe one of my landmines was still there. Just sitting there. I thought they all went boom back there when I was doing the mission with the Lost MCs coming after me on the motorcycles. Yeah, I was wrong. Oh yay. Not getting 10,000 cash bonus now. Okay, that guardrail just jumped. Why did it just jump? God, I swear, never a dull moment in GTA.
Hey, remember me? It's Mama. Hey there, sweetheart.
Ooh, I thought I was gonna hit that car. Ooh. There goes someone's car alarm. So I'm gonna finish up this sale and then I'm gonna end the stream. So I can go in there and lay down, go to bed.
What the hell?
Something that just crossed my mind is, also if you're feeling that way, you could, call the suicide hotline prevention line and talk to somebody too. If it's like that serious and you need to talk to someone right away. I know that it really hurts for whatever you're going through, but nothing's worth you losing your life over. Because for what you're going through, there's probably a lot of people here that care about you that don't want to see you do that. I wasn't going to get it anyway, so what's the point? So, give me just a second. I will put that number in the chat. That's it. Give me a second, I'm gonna go grab my phone. Okay, so I got the number in the chat. It's also pinned. So for anybody that needs it, it's there. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like hearing anybody saying they want to hurt themselves. Because like I said, nothing's worth you losing your life over anything. Your life is a lot more precious and more worth whatever you're going through, no matter how hard it is. And I know how those moments in life where you're at your lowest point of life, I know how it feels. Been there, done that. I mean, sometimes my past trauma that I've been through in my life comes back. It haunts me, and that's one of the main reasons why sometimes I sink down into depression and really don't want to do a whole lot of anything. But also remember, the trauma and everything you went through has made you the strong person you are today. Whatever you fight makes you stronger. Oops. Oops. Stupid station wagon.
And the sale is made. You get the cash. I get not to worry about being caught with that stuff in the club. And
Okay. So, I'm going to end the stream here. And I will see you guys Tuesday and Wednesday for some more streams. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I love you guys, and stay safe. Bye.